By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts. What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and Edredified.
awareness program, sir.
Hi guys, very good evening. Hope you all are doing good and great. Uh, I know this is a weekend, so we are here to learn and gain the knowledge. On behalf of Edred, I welcome you all to this beautiful session. So Edred is a platform where we help the students to understand and uh, trim or generate, make you people to educate in the industry and get your jobs. So this is about Edred, guys. So we are the one of the training institutes, top training institutes in India. On behalf of Edred, I would love to welcome you all. My name is Hitesh Segu. I can see plenty of the students on the screen. Welcome to this session, guys. So before going to this session, I would like to introduce about our trainer. Before that, hi again, once again, very good evening all. I can see plenty of people in this session where I have been interacted. See guys, in this session you will be having a session is for more than 1 hour, or let me take it for 2 hours. So I don't want anyone to unmute or turn on your cameras. We have given an access to turn on the cameras and given the unmute yourself. So I don't want anyone to unmute and speak it. I request kindly request you guys to attend, okay, and see the session. Okay, it will be an interactive session. It means that I don't want you can interact, but I don't want you to guys to unmute and ask the questions. Instead of this, you can post a chat. The person who has been interacting with you guys, they will be definitely responding to you guys. Okay, I kindly request people who all are attending. Okay, I want everyone to turn off your cameras and unmute yourself. So this is one of the kindly requests. And whenever you have any doubts, please raise your hands, or once the session is out, where a trainer will be giving you time to ask the question, you can post the question. Okay, let me introduce the trainer. Okay, her name is Simran ma'am. Okay, she is from purplecloth.com. So she has been working in this industry for more than 7 years, and she is a good content writer. She has been written plenty of content, and she's been working for plenty of companies. Okay, she has been working for the freelancer. She has been taking for script writing. Plenty of things she has been worked on. When I keep on going, it is more. Okay, she was working for the interiors also in different types of industry. She has been worked. Okay, on behalf of Edred team, I welcome you, Simran. Okay, it was great opportunity to showcase and help our students to understand what content writing is, content marketing is, how to mold or how to build the content writing, how to attract the customers in this market only through the content. See guys, why we have been chosen this topic, because content marketing, sorry for the inconvenience. Content. When you heard about the term content, it is the one way of a message where you will be not having a two way of a communication. You need to make the readers who are reading your blogs or who are coming to your website and visiting and analyzing the things. So you should be very want everyone to go on mute. Okay, so as I said, right, it's a one way of a communication. You should make the readers to fall in love with the content so that they will not get bored. Okay, I believe this session you will take a lot of inputs from this session. Okay, and this session will help you to become one more content writer, how Simran ma'am has been taking ahead. Okay, I will hand over the session to Simran. Hi Simran.
Hi, I hope you can see me.
I can see you. I think so.
Yeah.
Just a moment, Simran.
Yes. Hi, I can see myself, so I believe you all can see me too.
Yeah, Simran. Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
hi, how are you all? How are you doing?
We are doing good, Simran. Thank you.
How is
I once
everybody
again
else?
welcome you on
Yeah.
behalf of Edred family to
Mhm.
be to this journey. So we are here to take and help you out the students to understand how to improve the things ahead in content. I
Yeah.
know you are very well versatized in this part. I once again welcome to you to this beautiful session, Simran. Thank you. You can take it from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I see a lot of people are muting, then unmuting themselves. So if everybody can mute themselves at once and just tell me how are you doing in the chat. We'll talk in the chat, and the chat is open right in front of me. So you can always pop in, tell me, like, for now, I think you can drop your favorite emojis in the chat. I'll drop mine if it is allowing me to drop some emojis in the chat. I'll drop my favorite emoji. And tell me, what is your favorite emoji? Drop your favorite emoji in the chat. I don't think it has my favorite emoji here. Yeah. My favorite emoji is that the one with the hand, the captain thing, but that is not available right now. So after that, this is my favorite emoji. Tell me, how are you doing? Just pop in the chat, say a hi. How many of you all are here? Why have I sent message to only Faisal? Faisal, for some reason, my message only got to you. So I'm going to put my favorite emoji here again.
Okay, cool guys. I'll join you back in some more time before the session ends. Thank you, Simran. Please take it further. Thank you.
Yeah,
Love you all,
thank
guys.
you. Thanks a lot. I'm just gonna put this to everybody. For some reason, my messages are only going direct. So yeah, this is my favorite emoji. Guys, tell me, what is your favorite emoji? How are you doing? How is Saturday looking to you? I'm so sorry if you had some plans and I disrupted your Saturday plans. But yeah, tell me, how are you doing? What were you doing right before this session started? Is there anybody not active, or are you all not able to hear me? Anything, everything you can tell me in the chat box. Oh, that's a cute emoji. That's a cute one. Why is it that you want to learn content? If I was just to ask you, because many of you are just not coming through in the chat. So why, like, have you studied content previously? Why is it that you want to actually get into content marketing now that ChatGPT is also there? Everybody is so blatantly talking about ChatGPT. And how do you feel about it? Just general talking, because I really like to have my sessions like very conversational. You tell me how you're doing. You tell me why do you want to do this? Why are you here at all? Copy AI is really, really good. I have used it for blogs, not really for content marketing per se, but I've used it for blogs and it's a good tool. The only thing that I find is difficult with any of the AIs is the fact that it doesn't give you English content or very regional content. Like if I was to target, like currently for the year of 2023, what is said is that influencer marketing is on the rise. Most of the influencers or the people who actually have the power to influence come from South India. That is, I think, where Edred is based out of as well. So the regional language works really well. There is this one thing that I have like there is a major gap in any of the AI to actually produce good quality regional content. If I was to create a WhatsApp forward with ChatGPT, I wouldn't be able to do that because it has English, it has 500 different things. Like my WhatsApp message is supposed to have 500 different things, but unfortunately, ChatGPT won't give me that. So again, ChatGPT, it won't give accurate data with respect to what you require. That is very true. So what you can use AIs for is majorly generating new ideas, or let's just say like I'm from Purple, right? So I basically write about skincare and makeup. Okay. So if there was any point in time where I have to write about what a lipstick does or what is the trending color for 2023, what is it that you wear when you are going out partying, these basic chunk this basic chunk of content I can get on ChatGPT. But then again, how do I style it? With what dress should I style it with? What is the skincare routine that would in-house my products? That is going to be difficult for ChatGPT to come up with. So I can get my major chunk of basic information. But then again, at the end of the day, this is information that is already out there on the internet, which means that this is not unique. So that is what we are going to learn in today's session, and how to actually write content that deems you as unique. I hope you are able to understand. If there is something at any point in time that I'm talking about that you all don't understand, please let me know in the chat. I'll be opening up chat all the time. Like it's open right in front of me right now. So at any point in time, if you're not able to understand anything, just hop on the chat, tell me, repeat this or whatever. So I'll just present my screen and you all let me know if you're able to see the screen. Are you all able to see the screen? Okay, sweet. Okay, so I'm going to start with the session, and at any point in time, you all have any questions, you can let me know. Today's session is going to be about content marketing, which in a broader aspect means how do you put words into ideas. So basically you have all the words, you have been writing content or you are eyeing at writing content since a very long time. But how is it that you can put these words into ideas that actually sell something? At the end of the day, if you're working as a freelancer, which is a great option to go for, or you are working within a brand, like let's just say right now I'm working with purple.com. At the same time, I also work as a freelancer. So when I'm working with purple.com, I'm selling their products. I know how good the product is. or even if the product is not good at all, there has to be a way that I need to be able to sell it across my audience, right? So you have to put words into ideas that sell. That is what content marketing is all about. You can write all the most beautiful content in the world that sounds so good, that sounds like poetry to ears, but if your audience is not interested in buying it, they won't buy it. Because at the end of the day, if you're working with a brand, your goal is to sell a product or a service, right? If I'm working with purple.com, what my goal is to sell these products to my audience. That's it. My company is making products. I need to be able to word out those products in front of my audience in a way that it convinces them to buy the product, right? If I'm not working with a brand, let's just say if I'm working with a freelance as a freelancer, then my whole purpose is to actually be able to sell myself as a brand, to put my words in such a great extent, such an amazing content that people would actually be appeased to see it. People would actually find value out of my words. They would actually rely on my services. Let's just say if I have to, as a freelancer, reach out to the CMO of a company. If I have to reach out to the CMO of a company and I want to tell them that I'm going to do personal branding for you on LinkedIn, or I'm going to do personal branding for you on Twitter, they'll ask me, how the fuck would I ever even, believe in your services? That is the time that I have to sell myself as a brand. I have to put my words into ideas and sell it to them. I have to tell them that this is what my previous clients have spoken about me. This is the kind of content I write. This is how I'll be writing for you. This is how I'll be making your words come to reality. This is how I'll be positioning you on LinkedIn so that other thought leaders, other thought makers, they can also see you and deem you as somebody who's worthy. At any point in time, if you all are not able to understand anything, please let me know. I am watching the chat box. So that's about content marketing. You can again write all the most beautiful content that you like, but if your audience is not able to understand it, they won't be buying your products. Currently, Purple is selling to the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 market. Because there is Nykaa. You all would know about Nykaa as well, because Nykaa has captured a humongous chunk of the first tier. And so I have to write content in a way that somebody sitting in a second tier or in a third tier is able to understand. And so I have to write content. I have to write content in that particular way. Okay. And so I have to write content that my second tier audience is able to understand. If I write all English, my audience won't be able to understand. They'll be like, what are you even talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. And of course, if they don't understand what I'm talking about, they're not going to buy what I'm talking about. They're not going to buy my product at all. So I have to put in my, I have to churn out my content and I have to juggle it in a way that it is easier for my audience to understand. Now, how do you actually do content marketing? Today's PPT is going to be about breaking the ice together, talking about blogs, because from what I understand, you all have studied about blogs in the recorded sessions. So we are going to dive more into blogs and how can you write quality blogs? What are the 4 C's of content marketing? And how to market content the right way, plus some additional action items if you stay on this call till the end. Right, I'm watching there are 46 people at the moment. So these action items you'd only be able to get if you stay on this PPT, if you stay on the Zoom call till the very, very end. And I'm here to tell you that these are some amazing points, some amazing topics that you would not miss out on, would not want to miss out on. So icebreaker. There's just one simple question that I would like to ask you all. How many of you all think that your attention span has decreased? For some reason it's planned, but your attention span has decreased. How many of you all feel that your attention span has decreased? I'm going to put the question in the chat as well, so you all are able to understand it better. How many of you all think that you were able to concentrate on one thing for a longer period of time back in the day, but now you're not able to focus on one thing for a long period of time? After 5 minutes, you need a break. How many of you all think that? Are you sure that your attention span has not decreased? Are you sure that you are able to study for 2 hours at one go, or at least an hour at one go? Are you sure that you are more willing to pick up your books? Are you sure that you are willing to read longer blogs, articles, or anything of something that is long in nature? Are you sure you sit and read long blogs or long captions that are there on Instagram Reels? Okay, it has decreased. No, feels like need a break in between. So most of the people here are telling me that you do need a break, that your attention span has decreased. Now, can you tell me how much time do you all spend on Instagram, watching Instagram Reels? An average, you don't have to give me an exact number, but how much time do you all spend on watching Instagram Reels? Or just generally on Instagram, if your mode of social, oh my God, a daily of around 6 to 7 hours just on Instagram. That is a lot. That is a lot. But yeah, that is the reality. Even 2 hours, 3 hours on my phone, I have a timer of 3 hours on Instagram, like a daily consumption of 3 hours of Instagram. Whenever you feel bored, and how often do you think you feel bored? Like, sometimes you just pick up your phone and you just directly go to Instagram without even thinking about it. It's just become a habit that as soon as you pick up your phone, you have to go to that pink purple button. Yeah. So most of us here are spending 2 hours on Instagram daily, right? So which means that you are able to grab all the attention and concentrate on Instagram. You're able to watch Instagram for 2 hours a day. And this is just mindless scrolling on reels or mindless scrolling through stories or something, right? So you have these 2 hours and you are able to pay attention to Instagram. But God forbid if somebody asked you in those 2 hours, phone rakho, and like keep the phone aside and go read a book or go read a news article. You won't be able to do it for more than 10 minutes. You would not be able to do it because you would say that I just can't concentrate, keep my attention together. So it's not that your attention span has decreased. It's the fact that you choose not to pay attention to these things. You're choosing not to pay attention to a book or a longer article or a newsletter or an email or a blog or a news article. You are choosing not to pay attention to this. And you are choosing in turn to pay attention to Instagram Reels or some post that your friend has put, because no, average human attention as what we know of today is 3 seconds. It's lesser than a goldfish. A goldfish's attention span is 8 seconds. And so I need you all to know that it's not that your attention span is down to 3 seconds. It's the fact that are you all able to hear me? For some reason, Zoom tells me that my connection is unstable. So I need you all to know that it's not that your average attention span is 3 seconds. It's the fact that you only choose to pay attention to this thing, whatever is in front of you, for 3 seconds. In those initial 3 seconds, you would make a conscious choice that you are not even aware of, but you will make this choice. If you want to keep reading the article, keep watching the reel, keep looking at the post, scroll through the carousel, or you just want to swipe up. You just want to scroll away. That is a choice you are making. And that choice comes out of the initial 3 seconds. the initial 3 seconds are very important as a hook, as a headline, as the attention grabbing factor in your content. Your content should display something so good in the initial 3 seconds that your audience should be able to make that choice. That your audience should be able to make that choice of wanting to keep reading your content for more than 3 seconds. So you're grabbing their attention and you are holding their span for a longer period of time. You might have seen how if you see carousels on Instagram, they're like the first picture, the cover of the carousel is something that is very exciting. How I grew my Instagram from 15,000 to 1 lakh followers within 7 days. What is it giving you? It is giving you definitive numbers. This is a brilliant hook. Why? Because it is telling you that in 7 months or 7, whatever, for example, 7 months, this person has gone from 15,000 to 20,000, 25,000 followers just in 7 months or just in 7 days, whatever the number can be. But there are definitive numbers which makes you believe that this person might have actually done that. You scroll it, the second slide is going to be screenshots of when they were at 15,000 followers and now when they are at 30,000 followers or something. Again, this is social proof. So you're telling them, so if you were writing that carousel, you would tell them that this is what I was at, this is where I am within this amount of time. Here is a social proof. Social proof is basically how you have reviews on Amazon. Nobody on Amazon buys anything without looking at the reviews. So how you have reviews on Amazon, just like that, even you need to give your audience something to believe in. If I am writing about how this face wash is going to clear all the pimples on your face, I have to give them something. I have to give them a social proof that this person used it. This was their acne before using it. They started using it. They used it for 10, 11 days. And now this is what the skin looks like. And so I can put my headline or my hook as clear all your acne away in just 11 days. Are you all understanding so far? Are you all with me here so far? Okay, great. So these 2 questions are covered. What is the last piece of content that you consume that stuck to you? Anything, any hoarding, any logo, any slogan, any reel, any carousel, any story, any LinkedIn post, any email subject line for that matter, any piece of content that you consume that stuck to you. I'll tell you what I had consumed last that really just stuck to me. I was traveling somewhere and there was an Uber and it was promoting Uber rentals, how you can have the car and you can just rent out the car. You can go wherever you want and then you can come back for hours or days. You can go somewhere. The car is basically yours. So Uber has this rentals new system that they have launched. So I was just traveling somewhere. There was an Uber. Might have been being used as a rental or something. So on that, at the back of the car, it was written yours for ours. This was very interesting to me because like this is very small amount of words to capture exactly what the brand is trying to promote. Yours for ours. It's very simple. Like you can have like the car literally belongs to you for how many ever hours you want. And it's just very sweet, nice way to put it. It's a personal touch as well because it's literally yours. Or otherwise a copy would have been rented out when you want it, rented on the go, yada, yada, yada. But the fact that there is rent, which means I do not have a personal touch with the car. If I include the word rent in my copy, the fact that it's just saying yours for ours, which means even if I have rented the car out, it would just to me feel like that it really just belongs to me, that it is mine. I won't have that rental kind of a feeling in my head. Understanding, if you were to write it, how would you write it? How would you write any sort of slogan, tagline, heading, hook for Uber rentals? Tell me, I am in the chat. Guys, are you there? Hello? Are you all able to hear me? So tell me, what would you write if you were writing for Uber rentals? What is the kind of tagline you would use that would make somebody stop and watch it? Try your hands. Anything, try anything. Guys, try something. You have been learning content. Try something. If you were to write for Uber rentals, how would you write it? Okay, we have something. Take it while feel happy. This is not correct English. Check it again and tell me. I'm waiting. Have a safe ride with us would be for Uber as well. How you book a cab from one place to another. How is this for rentals? If you were the writer for Uber rentals, how would you write this? How would you rewrite the slogan for them? Anything that feels personal, that is directed towards the audience. You know who your audience is here. There are people who cannot afford a ride, who cannot afford to have a car, and they want to go out to have fun and have basically a trip outing or something with all of their friends. It can be your ride your way, but it can't be your rider your way, because you are not giving them a rider. You're just giving them the car. You're not giving them a driver along with it. Guys, try your hands. Others also try something. They are not driving. So I'm telling you that I am not giving you, you do not have to write for Uber cab. You have to write for Uber's different segment, that is giving car for rent to other people only. Like, you take the car away with yourself. There is no driver. There is nothing with the car. You're just renting out the car for how many ever days, how many ever hours the person wants. So I can just sit here. I can take an Uber rental. I can drive 3 of my friends to Goa. I can just come back and then give the car back. It's like that. So that is the thing that you have to bring out. How is it going to be different from a Ola cab ride on any specific day, any random day? How is it going to be different? This one, drive with us, make your day, can be for normal Ola or normal Uber as well. Try again another time. It can be something like, make that trip a reality with Uber rentals. I don't know why is it only allowing me to send message to a specific person. Make that trip a reality with Uber rentals. So finally, you all are going in the wrong direction with this. Get a ride in minutes is for Uber cab. I need you to ride for Uber rentals when they are renting out the car altogether. See, this is the direction that you are taking, Zoom user, that is your name, what it reflects here. The direction that you're taking is all right, our car, yourself, but here again, you're not giving a personalized touch. You know, Shruti, is your name Shruti? I think. You're not giving them a personalized touch. You're still telling them that it is our car, it belongs to us at the end of the day. When the feeling that you should be leaving them with is that it is your car only. So it can be like your car, your ride, your trip, or something like that. Drive to your destiny cannot be true because this cannot work. Drive to your destiny sounds like I am advertising for a car altogether. The road is yours. People are going to go full Salman Khan if the road is yours with Uber rentals. Something like mark your destination yourself with Uber rentals. First of all, it is be where you want to be. And this is very vague. It can be for anything. It can be for a flight for that matter that somebody wants to take. Be where you want to be. So something better. Something better. Something like change the destination when you like. Because usually, once that you start the trip, or let's just say, if you were not taking an Uber rental, you would be taking a train or a bus for that matter, right? Where you can't change destination where you like. Or if it is a bus or a train, you can't stop where you like. You can't enjoy the scenery, right? These are the things that are lacking in the other options that people would go for in place of Uber rentals. Make your trip better just sounds like you are a trip advisor. Your car, our service is your car, our service is again that it's like our car, your way, something like that. Go your own way is good. Go your own way with Uber rentals is sounding nice. Go with the moments is again, go with the moments can be for something that is a liquor brand also. It's magic moments. I don't want to reply to everybody. Like I want to reply to everybody actually. It just would just keep changing. Yeah. Anything else? I've given you what I thought could be better, could be nice. But there are a lot of things that you can try out. Just when you are writing for something, make sure that you understand if this thing wasn't there, what are the other options that people would be taking? If this thing wasn't there, what are the other options that people would be taking? Once that you understand these are the other options that my people would be taking, find the faults in those options. If I'm traveling by a train, if I'm going to Goa by a train, then I would not be able to stop where I like. I would not be able to get pakoras where I like. Okay. I would not be able to understand I would not be able to experience the green scenery. If I was going by a bus, I would just be confined in that little thing, the little bus compartment. That's it. I would just sleep and then wake up the next time, wherever I am the next, when I land in Goa or when I reach Goa. If let's just say we are 5 friends and all, then we'll be segregated in a bus or we'll have to be in little compartments. So these are the problems, right? If I'm going in a cab service, then I have to be shut the entire time. If I am otherwise taking a rental car from outside, it's going to cost me a bomb and it's going to give me a driver along with it. That is going to cost me more, right? So these are the issues that otherwise would be there if an Uber rental wasn't there. So these are the issues that you're trying to solve for your audience. They are not coming and cruising with you. You are not giving them any sort of service. You are giving them a product. Use this product, bring it back to me. Uber for the last minute is very good for Uber cab, but it is not good for Uber rentals. Because this is not last minute. People plan for Goa trips for an eternity and it never happens. Get behind the wheel of your dreams sounds like an ad out of Formula One. It is not the wheel of your dreams. You are not giving them the wheel of your dreams. For God knows, you are only giving them a Swift Desire or a Wagoner. That is not the wheel of anybody's dreams. So, so understand what is the problem statement. What is the problem statement that you are trying to solve? Make a plan for yourself. What is the problem statement that I'm trying to solve? The problem statement that I'm trying to solve here is that I have 4 people who want to go on a trip but don't have a car, cannot afford a car. What do I do? Right? So here, yes, this sounds. Come and cruise with us is not the case. Make your travel more comfortable with Uber rentals is good. It's really good because otherwise my travel would not be comfortable, right? So great piece of work. Thanks for trying your hands at it. Now we'll get back. What was the last place you visited and how was it? So usually what I would like to do is, what I usually do is that if there is this cafe that I've been to and it's an amazing cafe, I'll go to my friend and I'll present the cafe in a way that they also sound like I'll sound so excited and I'll brim them with that idea that this place is so good, it was so delicious, the coffee was so good, and the interior was very amazing. It's the kind of interior that you like. These are the things I'm going to talk to my friend about. Right? Any place that I last visited, let's just say I went to Goa and it was an amazing trip. So I'll tell my friend, this is, I went to Anjuna Beach, I went to South Goa, I went to this bar or I went to this club. I was sitting at the beach side and it was so good. It was so beautiful. The waves were crashing at the shore and I was just sitting there. I was looking at the moon, anything for that matter. But the excitement with which I'd share that experience is the excitement with which you have to share a product's experience to your audience. You have to come from that understanding that you have to make your audience be excited as you are about it. Only then would you be able to convince them about buying your product. Just like if I go to a cafe, if I go to some coffee place, I go back to my friend and I tell them that it was amazing, it was so good, it was outstanding, you should also try it. Next time they will be excited to try it. So the next weekend they'll call me up and tell me, yeah, you were talking about that place, let's go there. So in a way, I have just branded for that coffee shop. That is how you need to brand your content about any product that you are selling, about anything that you are doing. That is how you market your content. And lastly, because we have spoken about so many things so much, so you tell me, what is your favorite dessert? What is it that you like the most? My favorite dessert is a Berliner. It's one of those donuts that are not exactly donuts, but they're filled with any sort of filling. They have a filling, and then as soon as you, like, there's just bread outside and then there is filling inside. As soon as you pop it open, it has an amazing taste. So I just want to know yours favorite dessert. What is DBC? I don't know about DBC. What is DBC? Death by chocolate. Oh, amazing, amazing. Mysore Pak. I don't think I've had it. But yes, if it brings if it makes you like, the whole point of asking this was that you would remember your favorite dessert and you would go to have your favorite dessert after this call. Okay, so let's actually get into some content writing actual tips that you can take away from this session. I'm pretty sure that you are getting what I'm trying to say, because none of you have questioned it and all of you are doing amazing in the questions that I asked and coming up with new ideas. But again, if there is anything that you would want to ask, just pop it in the chat box anytime. And I was told that you have been learning more about blog and you've been diving into blog writing and etc. So here is a perfect schedule. It's called the newsroom schedule that works amazingly for writing blogs. Otherwise, because it is a long piece of content, you might get just misplaced somewhere down the line. It is a long process. You have to write a 2,000-word blog. On some days, believe me, in the last 8 years of writing blogs, on some days, I just feel like I don't want to start with writing blogs because it is a very, very long process. Okay, so the easiest way to start writing a blog or to actually complete a blog is to work on it in the way of a newsroom schedule. Okay, a newsroom schedule would be data gathering in a newsroom. So basically, I am from mass media. My background is mass communication, so I have had my honors in journalism. So I know actually how a newsroom works. I've worked with newsroom, basically news generating agencies in the past. Okay, so the easiest way to go about it is a newsroom schedule. Just imagine if you were to write a piece of content, just like you are to write a piece of news. Okay, so what you will do is that you will collect all the data. First, the step one is to collect all the data, all the information. This person said this person said this was how the FIR was filed, this was the report that was launched, this is what police said, this is what they said, etc. Just like that, if let's just say you were writing a blog on a toothpaste, okay, because I just saw toothpaste here. So if you were writing a blog on toothpaste, so what would you do is that you would just you would see what are the different kinds of toothpaste that are available in the market. What is it that they do? What is it that they claim? If they claim 99.9% killing 99.9% bacteria, how are these claims made? All the information that you can possibly gather about toothpaste. if you were writing about what is the best toothpaste in the market, right? So you would collect all of these toothpastes that are very well known in the market: Colgate, Pepsodent, Sensodyne, whatever they are, right? So you would collect all your data. Now you would select your data. Okay, what is it that you actually want to show? You want to show all the major toothpaste brands. You want to show the kind of claims that they make. You want to show which is the one that makes, like, that has more pros than cons, right? And what is it that people are talking about then, right? So you selected that these are the 4 parameters that you want to talk about. So then on every parameter you would rate your all the toothpaste that you have in your data gathering, right? If I'm talking about 3 toothpaste, then on 4 parameters I'm marking my toothpaste. Okay, and I'm giving the marks out of 100, right? So like that, you select all the data that you are actually going to be taking. Now, if you feel like there was a market research that was really helpful, you want to add that, but then there was a news article that you don't really feel like adding, so you subtract that from your blog. Okay, so this is how you have selected the data. Then you would do the fine tuning or editing, which is to say that if there are some edits that you want to make, there is some fine tunes that you want to do here and there, or you want to select the flow. This is what the flow of my article should look like. This is what the flow of my blog should look like. Then you would do all the final edits that are required. Okay, and then comes the designing and layout. If you are adding pictures, then you would pull out some pictures, add those in the blog that you have created. You would select the layout if you are presenting it on a website, if you are presenting it on a landing page, if you are putting the blog as a separate site. Then the layout, if you want to add some emojis, if you want to add some clip art here and there. These are the final designing inputs that you would be making. Okay, which is to say that you would be embedding links here and there. If you're talking about a marketing study, a marketing research, then you would be putting the marketing researcher's link, right? That this is the marketing research that happened, so that people can also read it. People can also deem your blog as something that has good accountability. That is not just faffing in the air. They're not just saying, yeah, some random market research, but there is some significant market research that has happened. And so this is the link to the marketing research, but these are the final edits that you would be doing in the designing and layout. So this is what you follow for writing the perfect blog. Okay. Step 1 is data gathering. Step 2 is data selection. Step 3 is fine tuning or editing your data. And step 4 is finalizing or circling back on the designing and layout. At any point in time, guys, you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, okay? Now, the whole point of organic blog writing is actually how to rank on Google. So far you would have known how Google works. Google has these little crawlers that if you write what is the best toothpaste brand in India, these crawlers are going to go onto the internet and search for best toothpaste brands in India. Now, Google is not making any assumption, or Google is not doing plus and minus and additions and subtractions for you. Anywhere that the word is there, best toothpaste brand in India, Google is going to search those, like this line of words together. And any place that is talking about these words in the largest quantity, that is the first page that will come back onto your search result. Okay, so the whole idea being exactly keywords. So the whole idea being there are these keywords that you have to embed in your blogs so that Google would scroll or crawl through these keywords and deem you as worthy. There are other things also that in a particular web page deem you as worthy in the eyes of Google. That is the page loading speed. So basically, if the loading speed of a page is very slow, if I send you a website link and the loading time of that website link is very slow, what is going to happen is that you're going to hop off. The more people hop off from that particular website, the more Google knows that this website does not have anything that is important, and thus it stops showing it to the audience. Okay, so there are a lot of things that go into it from the content perspective. If you want to rank #1 on Google search results, the easiest way to do is that to add keywords. Okay, so how does your keyword addition synthesis work? Okay, so now first thing is follow a synthesis, anti-synthesis, and follow a thesis, antithesis, and synthesis format. Okay, what does it mean? That you have to write your blog in a way wherein you are agreeing to a particular concept. Okay, then you are showing what are the problems in this particular concept. So the problem statement comes into the picture and how your product is able to solve that problem. I'll give you an example in the Uber rental format. Okay, thesis would be agreeing that so you start your blog by agreeing that all of us have that Goa trip plan in the mind, but we can't really go ahead with it. You always have all the itinerary plan, but it just doesn't pan through. One or the other person in the group would just back out for some reason, right? So here you are agreeing with a set concept. Okay, the antithesis here is that we know it doesn't pan out because usually the travel process is so much that just getting somebody on board to travel via a train or a bus is so difficult, because people always want to enjoy the experience of being in the nature that Goa has to offer, right? And that is your problem statement, that people want to experience being in the nature, people want to have the experience of a road trip, but they are not able to find that experience in a train or a bus. And so that is your problem statement. So you bring your Uber rental as a solution. That is the synthesis. Here you tell people that don't you worry, I have found the perfect thing for you. You don't even need a car, you don't even need to travel by train. And at this time, people would be like, okay, so you have removed all my things. What can I actually do now? And that is where you bring in the solution, saying you can have Uber rentals, cars that are yours for hours. Are we able to understand so far? Are you able to understand the thesis, antithesis, synthesis process? I'm just going to write for everybody else. Agree to a problem. Agree to a widely accepted idea. Introduce the problem in the widely accepted idea. And place your product as a solution to that problem. Okay. You all can copy it, screenshot it however you want. You all can screenshot the slides also however you want. And I am going to go to the next point here. Okay, if you have any problems, just drop them in the chat box. Use powerful brand examples with statistics and images. As I told you, if there are any market researches in the toothpaste example, as I told you, if there are any market researches, if you are at the end of the day writing for Colgate, let's just say that you are writing for Colgate, then give examples of how Colgate has helped people have a brighter smile, or if there are any statistics that Colgate presents, any market researches that have happened that say that Colgate is the best brand. Images, if there are before after images, that before the person's teeth look like this and now the person's teeth look like that. Before after images, you can use subject matter quotes to add credibility. So what is subject matter quotes? There are people who are known as subject matter experts. Let's just say if I was to write about Colgate, my subject matter expert, which is teeth in this particular sense, my subject matter expert would be a dentist. That is why you would see a lot of toothpaste brands actually showing a dentist saying that, oh yeah, this toothpaste really works. if it was about skin, then you would see a dermatologist talking about how this product really works, because this is my subject matter expert. This is a person, this is an expert who has all the knowledge about this particular subject that I'm dealing with. Okay. So if, let's just say, there is a dentist who's actually recommended Colgate to his patients, if you can get access to them, talk to them and use these quotes. Use whatever they are saying. Use these things as quotes. Let's just say the dentist said that Colgate is the best brand I've always been recommending since I have been in the practice since 15 years, and I have been recommending Colgate as a right toothpaste brand, as a perfect toothpaste brand for my patients. These are things that you would not find on the internet. These are things that ChatGPT cannot give you. These are things that even the internet cannot give you. Why? Because this does not exist. This is plainly your research. This is your effort. This is the unique thing that you are bringing on board. This subject matter code does not even exist. If you're working for Colgate, right, there is a market research that has happened that 10 dentists use this or recommend this product. You take it on yourself to go out and talk to these 10 dentists and take what exactly is it that they're talking about and add it in your blog. And so this blog is going to be something that is very unique because nobody else has written this, whatever is there, right? It doesn't exist in the world. This is only coming from your blog. Okay. Next is take an authoritative tone with simple language and no jargon. This is pretty self-explanatory. Authoritative tone doesn't mean that you have to be rude. It's just that I know my product is going to give you brighter teeth. That is an authoritative tone. I know I have 10 dentists who are talking about how good my product is. That is authoritative tone. But see, I'm talking about it in simple language. I could tell you in doctor terms as well, but then you won't understand. So I'm just telling you my toothpaste is going to give you a brighter smile, period. That's it. And no jargon. Then you can go for a brighter smile, dentists recommend this this brand and everything. No jargon. I am coming up to you. I'm telling you Colgate is going to give you a brighter smile. That's it. Simple, authoritative, and no jargon. When you're writing a blog, add a table of contents. Initially, there is like a table of contents that shows everything that the blog would be covering. If you can add that, it is very amazing because at the start of the blog only, I'll have an idea what is it that you're going to talk about. Add some bullet points because formatting is very good. Formatting actually gives me as an audience and a sense of everything that you are covering. If everything is one large paragraph, it will be very difficult for me to read. As soon as I see a one large paragraph, I'm going to hop off from your blog. So always add bullet points, always add lists, always break the text with images. Okay, add white spaces to increase readability. Most of your readers are skimmers. Skimmers is basically when you don't read word to word content, you just skim through it, like you just read the headlines or something. So make sure you put your content, like let's just say here, I have put my content in bullet points so that it is easier for you to have a grasp at it. Just like that, you need to add bullet points, plenty of white space for readability. Don't talk about basic general stuff. If you are going to talk about basic general stuff, that is something that ChatGPT can do too. So if you write that content that is just fluffy, nobody is going to like it. Not your brand, not your consumer. Nobody at all is going to like it. So always write good content, write unique content that is not available anywhere else. Cut to the chase content. This is the problem. This is how my product solves it. Period. This is your problem. You have yellow teeth. My product would give you, this is your problem. You have yellow teeth. My product would give you a brighter smile. This is how many days it would take my product to do it. 21 days, you would have a brighter smile. 10 dentists are saying that they have given this product to their audience and to their patients, and they have gotten a brighter smile. That's it. Okay, you don't have to just keep on writing because fluff is not appreciated in any form, shape, or way anymore, anywhere. Because if brands want to write fluffy content, they can just give it to chat GPT also, right? Include a heading, a TLDR section. TLDR section is basically too long, didn't read. So like a conclusion of sorts. Because this, let's just say if I'm doing a market research on what brands of toothpaste are good, I don't have a lot of time. You have done a whole comparison in your blog, and in the end, you're going to give somebody the brownie points, right? So I'm going to go there directly in the conclusion, and I am going to see who is it that you recommend. That's it. So that is why you need a conclusion section to give your final verdict. Like you have spoken so much. Why? What is the final verdict that you have come to? Like the moral of the story. What is it that you have come down to? Okay. Show your product and service. It will help them. There's a difference between shamelessly promoting your product or service and genuinely telling people telling the audience how they can solve the problem that they have with their offering, with your offering. Which means that I can't just in my entire blog keep talking about use Colgate, use Colgate, use Colgate, use Colgate. I have to empathize with my audience. I have to tell them I understand that you don't feel like smiling in front of a group of people because it is a little embarrassing, because yellow teeth can be cause of embarrassment in groups and places. I do understand your concern. There are a lot of things that are available on the internet that claim that they would actually treat yellow teeth, but they don't. But finally, I've gotten you a thing that can actually treat yellow teeth, and that is Colgate. So you're not shamelessly promoting your content, or your product or your service. You're just not telling them, this is exactly what you need. Fuck everything. This is what you need. But you're actually empathizing with your audience's problem. And then you are offering them a product as a solution to their problem. Okay. We had spoken about headline in the previous, couple of slides. How is it that you can make your headline actually persuasive for your audience to actually choose to watch your content? You can create fear of missing out if you say that this deal is buy one get one offer for limited time period only. So basically, if they do not click on the offer right now, they will have a fear of missing out. You can repeat the same things again, free, free, free. Okay. The power of three. You might have seen when somebody writes BOGO, 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 which is buy one, get one, buy one, get one. It is written 3 times. Most of the brands use it because there is a visual impact with the power of 3. If somebody sees something 3 times, it persuades them into understanding and buying it, basically. Visual imagery, you can show that smile teeth was yellow earlier. After 21 days, the teeth is white. So that is again visual imagery, wherein as soon as I see that, if I know I have yellow teeth, I'm going to pause on that. Right? That is one thing. Ask a question. Here the question, of course, you have to pinpoint on their pin. You have to tell them, you have to ask them a question like, are you also embarrassing of smiling in public? Something like that, that actually makes them understand, that makes them feel like you know what their problem is. Okay. Start with state a controversial statement or a shocking fact. Something like, do you know 96% of people do not laugh in public because they are ashamed of their yellow teeth? Or something controversial would be, stop smiling. We know many people would have told you that, but your smile is actually priceless. Something like that. So if I just read stop smiling, I'd be like, why should I stop smiling? That is a controversial statement. Okay. Give it all in the headline. A lot of people tell you that make the headline be very, it should be interesting. It should leave out room. But sometimes you leave out so much room in the headline that it becomes very vague. It should not be vague. At least in your headline, give the person an idea of what actually exactly it is that you're going to be talking about. If I talk about brighter smile, then know that it is about teeth. Right? If I'm going to talk about, if I say something like glow your face better, it can be anything. Smile, a bright smile can glow your face. A skincare product can glow your face. A makeup routine can glow your face. So that is too vague. Okay. Use some action words that are action words can be you need this today, a remarkable journey, a sensational product, easy to use, easy to return, visible results in 21 days, something like that. Hurry, offer is only valid now. These are some action words that empower your audience to take an action right away. Okay. Find that one product or service benefit driven hook you can mention in the headline, which would be something like go from yellow to white in 21 days. That is what your toothpaste is doing at the end of the day, right? It is making yellow teeth whiter, brighter within this specified amount of time. Or if you do not have a specified amount of time, dentists believe, all dentists say, 90% of the dentists say that brighter smile is the way to win hearts. Right? So here you are telling them that the benefit that they'll be getting here is a brighter smile. Anything so far? If you all have questions, please tell me in the chat. If you all want to know anything here, any questions that you have from this slide, tell me in the chat. If nothing, then we can move forward. Tell me to move forward. Okay, I'm waiting for you in the chat. Guys, come through in the chat. Come on, tell me. You all are kind of dropping off, and somebody is taking their creativity to make a mark on this PPT as well. So yeah, tell me any questions that you have right now, or yes, everybody is taking their creative input. Guys, please don't get so creative on the PPT at least. Don't get so creative on the PPT, please. Abhijit, can you please stop writing your name on the PPT? Guys, if you all have any questions, please tell me in the chat box. Or if you do not have any questions and want me to go ahead, please. No questions. I think there are no questions, then we'll go ahead, okay? Abhijit, can you please remove this thing? Because it is kind of creating a distraction. If you can please remove this thing, the name that you have written. Okay, Abhijit is not interested in answering, I believe. So guys, please don't do anything on the PPT. It's a little distracting and I can't really remove it on my end. And people who are watching the PPT or trying to take a screenshot of the PPT for later purposes, it might be distracting for them. So I can't really remove it. So please don't do anything on the PPT. Abhijit, meanwhile, if you can remove the your name that you have written on the PPT, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so what is more that you can do to land on the first page of Google? Use natural long tail keywords. Now about keywords, you would have understood also that you can't keep force feeding keywords, right? You can't keep embedding keywords everywhere. So try to make it look natural, one, and two, use long tail keywords. So if I'm, let's just say, selling a digital marketing course, rather than writing digital marketing course, I would use a long tail keyword and write digital marketing courses for entrepreneurs in India, which is using a lot of words, which is a long tail keyword, and it is also specified for entrepreneurs. It can be anything. Teeth whitening, toothpaste for workaholics, anything for that matter. Okay, it can be anything. Guys, please don't try it on the PPT. It can be anything for that matter. So anything that you think can specify your audience more, can direct really to your audience. Let's just say if you're writing for people who are in startups and how they can use your digital marketing services, or you are writing for people who are in the beauty industry that you really want to cater blogs for them. So you can use long tail keywords like blog writing for beauty advisors rather than just blog writing services. Blog writing services for beauty advisors in Mumbai. So that is a long tail keyword, and you're also specifying, right? Keep the skim readers interested. So if there are people who just want to skim through it, always break your content into bullet points so that the people who are just running through your blog can also see what exactly it is that you're talking about. Create a bridge for your audience. For saris, can I give you a best example of what exactly? What do you need an example for? Like, I do know the sari, but are you trying to sell the sari? Are you trying to buy a sari? Are you trying to sell a sari in Gujarat? What are you trying to do basically with the sari? Create a bridge to sell a sari. Okay, in what place? What kind of sari are you selling? Are you selling a normal everyday wear sari? Are you selling wedding saris? What exactly are you selling? Saris for every type in India. Saris, interior design. Okay, interior design. How to land on first page. I just explained all of that to you. So basically you can use all of those techniques, and you can also use all of these points that I'm talking about. These will help you land on the first page of Google. Okay. Would you want me to give any more examples? Anybody? So basically, other than like in place of just writing interior design services, I would write specialized interior design services for startups or whoever. First of all, this is not correct English, so make sure that you are using correct English wherever you are putting. And second of all, silk sarees for every lady, but if you also have to make sure that this is something that your audience is searching for. My audience wants a silk sarees for every lady desire because they are one particular lady, right? So silk sarees for wedding purpose in India, Gujarat, Mumbai, whatever. Okay, something like that. That is what my audience would be searching. You have to understand from the audience point of view, what is it that they would be going to Google and searching. If my mom wanted to buy a sari, she would say silk saris for low price around me or near me, whatever. So rather than just embedding the keyword silk saris, I'm going to embed a keyword silk saris for low price or authentic silk saris to wear outside. Something like that. This is how your audience is going to think. So this is exactly what they would be typing in the Google search bar. And if this is exactly what you have in your blog, Google is going to search for it, see that this is present in your blog, and then present your blog to the audience. Okay. Create a bridge for your audience. Understand where your audience is coming from. tell them that I understand where you're coming from and this is the solution that you should be going for. Use the meta description hack. So Google allows you to have a certain character limit for meta description. Now, what is interesting is this meta description is not for audience. This will not be shown to the audience. This will be for, this is for Google. So before going through your entire article, on top, for Google, there is this meta description thing. So you can add your meta description there. So as soon as Google starts scrolling, they first see the meta description. In meta description, you add exactly what your blog is about. Exactly what your blog is about. So if my blog is about silk sarees below 10K, then a list of authentic silk sarees under 10,000 rupees, 10K. This is what it is going to be. If it has not reached all of you all, then I'm going to just do this again. Okay, amazing. So here you can add meta descriptions. So here, if Google comes, the crawlers come, they are going to know that this blog is talking about a list of authentic silk sarees under 10K for people living near Mumbai. So Google is going to see the location of the person where he's typing from. They are also going to see that this is what they are looking for. Okay. Now, next amazing topic is 4 C's of content marketing. Okay. The content is your king, and this king has 4 soldiers. Here's how to get the basics of content marketing right. 1, you need to know your consumer. Who exactly is your consumer, and how would you create an audience persona? Your consumer is based on 4 different things: their geographical location, their demographic understanding, their psychographical thought process, and the behavioral aspects. What exactly, I would really recommend you all to take a screenshot of this so you won't forget. What are the 4 things in the consumer persona that you need to take care of? In geographics, it will be what is the country that your audience is from, what is the state that they are living in, what exactly is the region, what are the cities, and what does your neighborhood look like? If somebody is living, if you are selling silk sarees, then the neighborhood would be families, residential neighborhood, or something like that. If somebody, if you are selling, let's just say party dresses, or if you're selling work related clothing, okay, then then a person can be sitting in an industrial area in their office and looking for work attire, right? So you need to also understand the neighborhoods that your audience is coming from. What is the demographic? What is the age of your audience? A person who's in between their who's in their 20s would not be looking for saris as frequently as somebody who is 40 years old, right? So what is their age, what is their gender, man, the chances of a woman looking for a sari is way more than the chance of a man looking for a sari. So what is their sex, what is their gender, what is their family, what does their family do, what is their education, and what is their income? Somebody who is looking for a silk sari needs to have a decent amount of income, right? They cannot just have if somebody is earning about 2,000-3,000 a month, they cannot afford a silk sari, right? So you need to understand the income. Once that you know the income, you would also know the kind of person you're targeting. If I have to create an audience persona and I know that my audience is basically earning more than 30,000 a month, right? So then I know where the person works. What do they do? What is the city that they belong, right? So this will help me create an audience persona. What is their lifestyle? Like psychographic has, what is their lifestyle like? If there is somebody who's attending parties and whatnot, then they would require a fancy silk saree. If it is somebody who's going to TED Talks or something, they would require a decent, mediocre silk saree. Okay, what is the social class? Again, social class, income, all of these things define how much is my audience able to afford. Then their personality. And then some other things would be how is it that they talk to people around themselves? What is it that they talk about? Right? So you basically have to imitate the kind of conversations that your audience is having with people around them. If you were your audience, how would you talk? What would you talk about? What would matter to you? If I am a frequent a purchase person of, if I'm frequently purchasing silk sarees, let's just say, then my question would be, how to know that this silk is authentic? Right. But if I am a first time purchaser of silk saree, I would not know what type of silk is there, if at all fake silk saree bhi aata hai. I would not know that, right? So that all of that comes in the conversation that my audience is having, which comes in psychographic. And then behaviors. How often does my particular audience spend? Do they only spend after they get first salary? The ones that they get the salary, so the initial 2 to 3 days are going to be very difficult, right? Because everybody is sending you messages. Payday has happened, now it's time to shop. Payday has happened, now it's time to shop. Myntra tells you payday is here, pay slip has been released, you shop, right? So targeting your audience that time is going to lead to a lot of competition. Okay, but this could also come from the understanding that your audience is only spending in the first 1 week of your of getting the salary. Now some people are like that. I personally do not shop as soon as I get my salary. I'd get my rent sorted, I'd get my groceries sorted, everything, and at the end of the month, if I have some money left, then I'd be shopping. What does that mean? That my shopping pattern starts at the end of the month. If somebody actually really wants to, if a Myntra wants to talk to me, they'd be like, left with more money than expected, here are some silk sarees for you to choose from, or here are some silk sarees for your next wedding, for your next wedding visit, right? When you go and attend the next wedding. And to somebody who's spending in the first week of getting the salary, this would not make sense, because at the end of the month they do not have enough money to actually buy. Okay, so this depends on the user status, usage rate. How often do they need a sari? What are the benefits? What are the occasions that your audience is buying on? You might have received texts on your birthday from Myntra. What is the loyalty? Do they always come? If you are a Myntra, do they always come back to you, or are they also going to different other competitors like Ajio or something? And what is their attitude towards buying? Do they keep the product in the cart for a very long amount of time, or do they buy right away, straight away? What is it? So all of this comes in the customer understanding. So that is the first C of content marketing. Who exactly is your customer and who are you talking to? So you need to create a audience persona according to that. The second is communication. You have understood your customer. Now, what are you going to talk to them about? For that, you need to know what stage of the funnel is your consumer at and communicate according to that. This is the consumer funnel. There is awareness, consideration, conversion, and loyalty. Awareness happens when your audience doesn't know about your brand. So you are hopping up and saying new here, etc., etc. Or if you look at a Myntra would be talking about we have Gap now on the site. So basically, nobody knew that there is Gap or there is H&M on Myntra available. But now your audience there is on the awareness side. Now that I know that there is H&M available on Myntra, I would be considering it, which means that I would be looking at the portfolio that H&M has on Myntra, which means that Myntra should be communicating to me that new styles added from H&M, or H&M has dropped this new collection, because now I know that there is H&M on Myntra. In the awareness stage, the communication would have been new on the list H&M added to Myntra profile, something like that. Okay. Or new on the list, H&M is now also our friend. Now that I know that H&M is available on Myntra, the second question would be, the second pop-up would be, H&M now at a, no, H&M now, new list or a list of new styles added to H&M profile. Conversion would be here, you have to offer me something. H&M now at 50% off, select products at 50% off. I'm talking so much about Myntra. I just got Myntra's notification. If you can see on my profile, I just got Myntra's notification. So this is how it happens. 7:30 is a time that I'm relatively off from office. Like I get done from office, I'm mindlessly scrolling on my phone. Myntra knows that. Myntra knows what exactly I do. According to that, here conversion, they would give me about this is how much off we are giving you, 50% flat off, introductory offer, limited time period only, etc., etc. Or let's just say when you were considering, when you were looking at H&M styles on Myntra, you added something in the cart. So here conversion would be, there are some items left in your cart misses you, have you looked at your cart, something like that. And then once that you bought from Myntra, once that you bought H&M products from Myntra, the next time they are going to engage with you by sending you a text that you had ordered this from us, how do you like it, rate H&M, give a review and get 10% off, something that ensures loyalty. Okay. Second purchase, once that you make the second purchase of H&M, you get 20% off, which means that you are encouraging them to buy another time. Are we clear about consumer funnel so far? Awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty. Any questions, any more examples you want me to give? Hop into the chat, tell me. Anything even about the consumer funnel and even about the consumer persona. Okay, great. This is just, I think, proving that I'm an amazing teacher. That you all have no questions only. Amazing. That is what my teachers back in school used to tell me. That if you have no questions at all, then I'm an amazing teacher. But guys, genuinely, any questions, any point in time, you please tell me. I know I might, like, first of all, I talk very fast. And second of all, I have to power pack all the necessary, very important information in one 2-hour session. So I'm just going on at a speed. Where do you get this data about consumers? You have to create this data about your consumers by knowing who is it that you are talking to. If you went to a cafe, if you had coffee, you would only go to your friend who likes coffee to tell them that I know you like coffee, and so I'm telling you about this new coffee place that's opened up. If there is a person, if there is a friend of yours who likes tea and does not drink coffee at all, you're not going to go and tell them that this is the coffee place that I newly found and it's amazing. So what you can do here is that create this one audience, one person who you are directly talking to. Once that you understand one person that you're directly talking to, see what places they are available on. If they're on Instagram, like create this persona. My audience, like H&M has this persona of their audience being 16 to 25 to 30-year-olds. 16 to 30-year-olds who are living in metro cities, who have apps like Myntra and Ajio on their phone, who like having a style edit on every weekend, who go and engage in social activities a lot, right? Now you have created all of this persona for your brand. Once that you have created this persona for your brand, you have logged on that one person that you're trying to talk to. See what are the places that these people are interacting on, right? If H&M has created this personality of a particular influencer, Dolly Singh. Dolly Singh is the kind of person that H&M is talking to. Now H&M will see who are people who are related to Dolly Singh. What do these people look like? And that is your consumer base that you're talking to. I hope I'm clear so far. Convenience. Meet your audience exactly where they are. If your audience is CMOs, CXOs, they are not available on Instagram. They are only available on LinkedIn. And now they have started to be being available on Twitter as well. If your audience is 17 to 18, 19, 20, 25-year-olds, Gen Z, they are available on Instagram. If your audience is 15 to 17-year-old, they are available on Snapchat as well. Okay. How to gain customer on Instagram rapidly, ma'am, and how to promote them. This session is not about that. We will have that in different sessions. So I hope you can join that session if you want to know more about it. But this is about how to write your content. What is it that you are actually talking about and how to talk it out. Okay. So we will be picking on different social channels also, but one session at a time. And after convenience, there is cost. How much does it cost for you to meet your audiences? If you are running ads, let's just say you're running ads, then making your ad or your piece of content reach 5,000 people is taking 50 rupees. Is that helping you? You are the only person who's going to make actual decision of that. Is spending 5,000 for 50 people helping you? Is spending 50 rupees for meeting 5,000 people helping you? If you have that much amount of money, go for it. If you want to spend that much amount of money on marketing, go for it. Because when Zomato had initially started, they spent thousands and lakhs and crores of money into marketing because they had that money, and now they are an established brand. Okay. Some people focus more on getting hoardings, getting vouchers, getting pamphlets done. If you want to spend money on that, because every piece of marketing is going to charge you some money. If you want to run your sari business online, you need to create some content. That content is going to take you some money to get the saris, actually, to get good saris. Okay. So you will be getting saris according to demand your customer is making. Right? But after that, is your customer actually buying it? That is the cost comparison you do. How to market content the right way? Valuable editorial over voluminous content. It doesn't matter how much you are posting in a day. If not even one reel is good quality, then it is not going to make sense. But that doesn't mean that you only post about once in a month. You have to keep posting consistently, but good content. If I'm posting saris, I really need to post saris that my customer is demanding. I need to take the video in a way that my customer is able to see what they actually want to see. I need to get the product as in how my consumer wants it. Otherwise, it's not going to sell, right? A business store physically, ma'am, I need to perfectly know how to run it. These are the things that will help you to know how to run it online. I'm specifically giving you examples for your sari store only. If you want to create good content, if you are bringing in saris that you know are based on consumer demand, then you need to create the reel in a way that the person is able to see how to actually wear it. So rather than posting about the same sari 5 days in a row, you can create content as to how can you wear this one sari in 5 different ways, and people are going to like that better. So create editorial or create content that is actually valuable rather than creating a lot of content that holds no value at all. Because a lot of content that holds no value at all is being created by ChatGPT as well. So if you are writing blogs about saris, best saris available under 10K, actually give saris that are looking good and how can people get the value of under 10K. Like if I'm even spending 5,000 rupees on a silk sari, rather than just telling me that this silk sari is for 5,000 rupees. Okay, give me value in it. Tell me where all can I wear this sari? How will it look? How will it make me look? What is the persona that will have? What is the impression that I will have on people when I wear that sari? How can I style it with other saris? What are the occasions that I can wear this sari on? How can I style it multiple times? That is creating valuable content. You need to have a strategy, you need to add a bit of creativity, and then you need to use technology for the posting, like for keyword research, etc. Make trend rather than noise. There are a lot of trends happening on Instagram all of these days, Now, all what you can do is hop on the same trend, right? But make it a trend in your own way. You might have seen how if there is an audio that is trending on Instagram Reels, people just pick up that audio and do the same thing. Rather than doing the same thing, bend it to your own way. If you are understanding, Wix had done this amazing trend wherein there was a cough audio that was trending very much. Wix used that. They used the cough audio and then they added Wix in the end. So basically, this is what happens to you when you do not have Wix. Break the barrier. Try risky stuff. Try stuff that nobody else is doing. Break the barrier so that people are able to, see what exactly is it that you are offering, rather than what exactly it is that everybody on the internet is offering. Take a little bit of risk, but this risk is going to pay you off in the end. Okay, these are some of the. Does all product get conversion through blog or only some? No, use every form of content, every form of platform. Use everything. If you're creating content, if you're writing a blog, might as well repurpose it as a carousel also. Chota text, small text or small sentences you make and then put it in a carousel. Or if you are making a blog or if you're making a carousel, get up on the reels and speak it out. You're making a reel. All platforms get conversions. All pieces of content get conversions. It is how and what you're delivering in the content. These are some action items that I had spoken about that you will get in the end. Only 42 people get it. 4 people have lost their way out of it because when I had started it, there were 46 people. So go beyond the transactional nature of business. It's not about just selling all the time. It's not about one sari that you are selling. It's about how much you are talking to the consumer and how much you are telling them that this sari is going to help you pull off these many looks. How your same audience is wearing that sari on 5 different occasions and coming back to you telling you, I want another sari. I want a chicken sari now, or I want another silk sari. I wore your sari and I got so many compliments. It's not just about selling once, because when you create a relationship, that person should come back to you. In marketing, it is always known that bringing a consumer back, bringing the same consumer who's bought from you back is far easier than acquiring a new consumer. So it's not just about selling one time, just buy it from me and get out. It's not about that. It's about how you are building the relationship with the audience and how you are making them come back to buy from you again and again and again. People forget the money that they spend, but they don't forget the experience that they have had. And so you need to humanize a relationship between brands and consumers. If you have an Instagram page and you're selling your saris, talk in first person, show your face, show them how to wear the sari, show them how can they pull it off, tell them how will they feel. It's not about we have launched a new product. It's about this product is for you. This is how you will feel in the product. Or sometime back, brands were talking about the new collection is all about floral and prints. Now they talk about our new collection is all about floral and prints, which is us, which is that you are giving a personalized touch to the brand. And so you're offering a personalized touch of the brand to the consumer. Invest in consumer relationships. Put the fun back into function. Instagram is there to have fun. Hop on every trend. Blog writing is there to have fun. Hop on every trend. Now that there have been an NMACC and NMAC, you might have seen the pictures, the videos that came out of NMAC. If you are selling saris, do a blog post about the styles that were pulled off in NMAC and how can a normal person or your consumer pull those off at home or at any occasion that they go to. The NMAC looks. You can talk about that, right? And that is how you put the fun element back into function. You need to have fun with the content that you are creating. And the last thing is make complex turn conversational. If it is a difficult topic to understand, make it conversational, dumb it down. speak about it how you would speak about it to a friend of yours. You really have to make them understand in their own language. Okay, that is a wrap. So yeah, tell me more questions that you all have, anything that you all want to ask. If you want to do an activity, I'll give you a quick activity that you can try your hands on. Anything that you want to do. Any questions that you all have? About human behavior concept that we need to learn, improve the content. I don't understand what you are talking about. What is a human behavior concept that we need to learn? That you need to understand that the person that you are selling it to is also a person. They have their own emotional needs. They have things that they are scared of when they are buying. If it was about buying a silk sari, they are scared that if they buy a silk sari online and the consumer and the guy who's selling the sari just rips them off the money and never sends the product, or it is fake silk. So these are things that you need to understand about your consumers behavior. You need to tell them 100% authentic, 100% authentic silk guaranteed, or money back guarantee. Something you have to give them. You need to understand who is it that you are talking to. You need to understand their behavior. When you're talking to them, give them that assurance that wherever you're ordering from, it's 100% genuine, 100% true. We believe in making you feel empowered. We want to we want to look at you flaunt the looks with our sari. And that is why we are making the sari. It's not for money making purposes. It's not for profit. It's just to give you that empowerment of looking good in a sari, in an authentic silk sari. Guys, any more questions? Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to say? We are just, that is the end of the presentation and the learning from me. I hope you've been able to understand it. If you have any questions at any point in time, I can drop my LinkedIn here and you can ask that to me on LinkedIn anytime. Any questions that you have, anything that you would want to ask right now, later on, I'll drop my LinkedIn here so you all can reach out to me. Guys, any questions you have right now, or should we wrap the session up? I didn't expect everyone can view. I apologize. But it's all right. It's no problem. It's okay. This is my LinkedIn. You all can reach out to me anytime that you would like. You can follow, you can connect, you can reach out to me for advice, expertise, anytime that you would want. Whether the story structure, absolutely, it is the newsroom story. So basically, if you have a story, you have data in a way, right? Now you have to select the data that you want to present with the right hooks, with the right turning points. That is how you edit and tune it. And once the editing and tuning is done, you need to add some pictures. I have stopped sharing my screen. Yeah.
Cool. Hi guys. Hope my voice is audible now. Cool. Thank you, Simran. It was a great interactive session. I saw the couple of inputs which you have been sharing to the students. I believe they have been taken that points into the note. They will be implementing those things in their daily activities part. As Simran said, the things which she has been shared with the experience, if you people improve it in your day-to-day activity, really it will be good. Okay, so a lot of explanations were being given, lot of examples was been given. Really, it was nice, Simran. It was great, really. So that's the first session what you started with, interacting of giving a captions, if I'm not wrong, for Uber, if I'm not right, Uber, right? Yeah. So that was really fantastic. I believe you people also enjoyed, right? The session was great. Okay. I would like to thank you, Simran, for sharing your knowledge and explaining to our students. I believe everybody enjoyed, and I hope you also enjoyed the session. Yeah, Simran. Okay. Thank you, guys. It was great. As Simran said, if you have any questions, you can post it or connect to Simran, where she has been dropped out her Gmail ID. Sorry, LinkedIn profile.
LinkedIn
Okay, you can
profile.
connect to her. Okay, so she is available. So she'll be helping you out. So like this kind of a sessions will be having happens, but will be keep on happening with Edred, guys. I want you to keep support and take part in all the sessions and gain the knowledge, share the knowledge, all from our mentors. So I once again thank you, Simran. Any inputs from anyone? Could you share it in the chat box, guys? So everybody is writing the blogs, everybody is planning to content, everything you can go ahead. I believe most of the people had started already writing the blogs. So if you want to take some inputs how to do the advertisement, I think she has given wonderful explanations for how to write the ad copies also. Some things ahead, especially choosing the titles also. If I'm not wrong, Simran, correct, right? Yeah, that was really great. So that will really help you to pick up. Things cannot be happen within. We are not something where the moments cannot happen within few things, guys. Like within wonders cannot be happen. So right, we want to grow slowly. Okay, content marketing or content writing is same thing. So you cannot learn the things all in one session. So she has given a glimpse. Okay, so she has just given a glimpse. So I want people to attend this kind of a sessions even often, so that she can give you how content marketing or content writing is there, because one of the biggest demand job in the current world. Okay, so I would like to thanks on behalf of Edred family, Simran. So like to see you in upcoming sessions. Thank you once again, Simran.
Lovely being here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Any
Bye.
feedback, any comments from students, guys? Anyone? Chansey or Giridhar or anyone, you want to speak something about this session? Yeah, Chansey will give you a chance to, can you speak it for 1 minute, Chansey? Chansey? Jeshma?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, Chansey. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, ma. If you people are good, I'm also good.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was very interactive session. So she taught about the contents and other things like in content marketing, what are the things we acquire and how it will be helpful for us in marketing as well. So it was really good to meet another person, a woman in Edred team, sir. So I was actually very happy to this session, sir.
Cool. Great. Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
sir.
Okay. Happy weekend to all. I'll see you in upcoming sessions. Love you all once again. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users, and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts. What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and Edredified. By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts. What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and Edredified.